Okay, welcome to another update from Venturefest South, and today I am with Rosy from ICURe. Rosy, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about who you are and what ICURe is to start off with.
Okay, so I'm the ICURe lead for the Set Squared Partnerships ICURe delivery. ICURe is a program which is run nationally, and it's run by 3 delivery partners. We do it for the Set Squared, which is the Central, South and Southwest, although we do have people from across the country. And there are we take early stage researchers who have got excellent research ideas, who are trying to find out if there is a commercialization opportunity, whether they're spinning out or whether they're licensing the brand new tech that they're coming out of universities. And quite often we'll find that we've got excellent spin outs coming through because the program itself makes those researchers firstly talk in business side of speak, but also go out and find out whether there really is a market as opposed to whether they just thought there was one in the first place. So we
and what last year you guys came along to Venturefest, and I know you from old as well, but the thing I would say is the quality of the businesses that come through the ICURe program in terms of they're ready, they're presenting well. It's really interesting of how far you take them. Typically, it's a national program. Mm-hmm. What I also love about it from Venturefest South's point of view is I think it originated in this area as well, but now it's something that's really grown into something that's recognised as a best in class. So typically, what types of businesses or sectors is there a focus for ICURe? Is it more about the program and how you help those businesses evolve?
So we don't have any sector specific particularly. We have everything from life sciences through marine through to engineering and to biofilms, obviously, because they're based down here in the south. And we'll take any excellent research. We filter the research and assess it as they go through. And then once they're on the program, we only have 12 teams per program, so it's very select. They will then work really hard to actually make sure that they've identified a really good market for it. So the businesses that come out the other end are really good.
And I guess from an investor point of view, it also gives investors a huge amount of confidence in that they're dealing with an organisation that's gone through due diligence. It's from an investor point of view, what other value does ICURe add, do you think?
The first principle is that they will have spent 12 weeks talking directly to people in the market. Yeah. So people who are out there, we send them to trade fairs across the world, not just across the country. We make them ask whether their research is actually going to be applicable. And quite often they'll find they're pivoting. So by the time they finish that program, they will have a very definitive beachhead market that there is a real need for. So they almost definitely will have customers in the pipeline. They may even be starting to catch revenue as they come through when they get out the other end of ICURe. So from an investment point of view, they're a really good bet.
The other thing I'm aware of through our work at VFS with Innovate UK and wider sort of networks and investor groups is there's also de-risking that's part of this proposition. Can you explain why a business coming through ICURe is more attractive from an investment point of view in that kind of capacity?
Yeah, I mean, Innovate UK sponsor us. I mean, they pay for our program, so which is brilliant. And they obviously
thank you, Innovate UK.
Yeah, indeed. And they and the reason they do that is because what they're seeing at the other end is companies that can be both investable, but also that are they want to support continually as they go forward. So we'll see the ICURe companies that are coming out. They will almost definitely get Innovate UK grants of various sorts as they go through the program. Something like, if an ICURe company has lasted about 6 months, they will almost definitely have another Innovate UK grant being given to them to help them develop their technology again. So it de-risks that from an investor point of view. The pre-seed investment round almost always will be matched with some kind of Innovate UK grant that the company has got as well.
And typically what I've seen in some of the investors that come through there, some of the innovators that come through this, and then once that in place, that also engenders a lot of confidence from other investors and other. So it's a virtuous circle really that keeps on going, which is really exciting. You've been working with ICURe for a while. You've seen some great businesses. any highlights, a couple of examples of businesses that came through? And I know they're all wonderful and they're all your children, I'm sure. But give an example of a typical or a great business that's come through
So
there.
just a really good example of what ICURe does and how the businesses develop and why they're fantastic from an investment point of view is a couple of dental technicians, a professor in dental materials and an engineer who came into work for him because they had some stuff that basically would rebuild your jaw before you had an implant put in. Not fantastically sexy, but one of those things. Sam, the guys come on the programme, goes through the 12 weeks market validation. We make them think of somewhere that is not within their own science area, just as a wild card. He picked Formula One because he liked Formula One. They now have an automotive business that is spun out. They just raised 1.2 million. They probably came through the programme about 18 months ago. And the professor in dental technology is spinning out another company into the dental field.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
really
nice.
Cool. So that's, when I sit there and hear that, I hear like a journey of over a couple of years. I'm not doing what I thought I would do, but I'm doing something I really love. And then I'm also getting funded to sort of explore those things in a great way. So it's a really good opportunity. So if I was a business watching this and I was thinking, I might want to be on the ICURe program, or I want to find out more, or I want to engage in that, what options are open to businesses hearing this and saying that I want a piece of that?
So I think there's a few ways that people can get involved. If you're an investor, then we can network you into the ICURe companies that we've got coming out. We have a program where we have what they call demo days or office hours, where an investor will sit down with a number of different companies, probably within your technology area as well.
Yeah.
And
so curated for the needs of the investor. They would say to you, I'm interested in X, and you've got a deal flow for that, really, that you can present to them.
Yeah, so we invite them along maybe about once every quarter and do that. And that's not just our teams, it's the teams from across the country. So we've got enough deal flow through there. So that's one thing. We quite often get investors coming along to our what we call the options roundabout, which is the panel presentation at the end of the programme. And we've had an investor investing in one of the companies that they've seen at the end of that 12 weeks. So that's also brilliant. We have business advisors who come along. Each of the teams has a business advisor. Sometimes we have people who come and volunteer to be that BA with the team and help network in. And the last thing we really need is people who we can put our entrepreneurs in touch with so they can find out more about the technologies and the industries that they are particularly interested in. So if anyone's got a business that wants to look at innovation and how that innovation is coming through, then get in touch because we can also help there.
And obviously you guys, this is all about Venturefest South. To round off, you guys are bringing your cohort along and being part of that. From your point of view, how does Venturefest South fit into the equation of what you guys are doing? What are you using it for and what are you looking forward to?
It does a couple of things for us. The first, it gives our very brand new entrepreneurs the opportunity to start talking to people.
That practice of actually making it real,
exactly
validating it.
Exactly that. It may well be the first time they've ever come anywhere with a pop-up stand and talking to investors in the first place. So that is really valuable for them. For others, the ones who've been around for a little bit longer, they're making network connections with businesses, but also connections with investors who may be looking at seed stage or indeed Series A stage and seeing where they are there.
Like we spoke a little bit off camera, what I love about you guys being there, and Venturefest South is all about bringing all the right people into the room and seeing what happens. And I saw last year some of your innovators talking to other innovators that weren't on the ICURe program and other people, and just that cross-pollination of ideas and, importantly, ambition, I think is a really valuable thing to sort of just fuel the energy within an ecosystem like this. But this year at Venturefest South as well, we've got some key focuses around clusters that your guys will fit into. So blue economy, space and defense and security, creative industries, which I'm a big part of and excited about, and life sciences and a ton of other stuff. So if you are a investor and you're looking to find your next opportunity, if you are a business and you're looking to work out how to make yourself an opportunity, then Venturefest is a great thing to get involved with, and head to the website to find out more. The big showcase event is in November, and there's plenty of other things to do in the meantime. So I think that rounds us off nicely. But Rosy, thank you for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
And I can't wait to see you in November at the big showcase.
We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.